Hi, welcome to another video about virtual exchange. And this time I'd like to talk about cooperation between learners. So, in virtual exchange, learners can work, for example, in national groups. Let's start with that. Working in national groups means that each partner group members do the same activity separately, not necessarily simultaneously, and then they share the results, they compare the results, or they put the results together for a cooperative result. Let's have a look at that. So, on the first photo, kids are painting. Each group got a letter from Santa about instructions on how to mix colors to get brown to paint a reindeer. And so after doing that, they compared the reindeers to see what shade of brown they got, if they succeeded or not. On the second photo, we can see children preparing portraits inspired by Archimboldo. And then we put that together and in a collaborative art gallery online. Okay, let's go further. On the first photo, we can see children preparing a drink. It was a winter drink for Father Christmas. Each of the partner group prepared one drink, and later on, the recipes were put in a winter drink cookbook. So the children again were working as a national group, separately, not simultaneously, on their own activity that was later combined with the activities of the partners. Here in the middle, children are drawing 1/3 of the logo. So there were 3 partner groups. Each of them made 1/3 of the logo. Later, we connected them as one collaborative logo. And the last picture shows the children recording a part of collaborative song. Each of the partners prepared one part of a song. Later, we put it together into one collaborative song. Again, putting things together into one resulted in lovely, cute mascots. Each group first prepared a body, then we send it to each other, not to each other, we send it in a circle way, sort of. Poland to Spain, Spain to Greece, Greece to Armenia, Armenia to Poland. So when we got the body from our partners, we prepared legs and arms and sent it further. Then when we got a body with legs and arms prepared by 2 other partners, we prepared a head and sent it to the 4th partner. And then we kept the mascots in our preschools. So again, we see that children were working in national groups, not simultaneously, but the end result was cooperative. Now, I'm going to talk about working in international groups and give you some examples. Here, children are drawing the life cycle of a caterpillar in Colorillo. So we divided all the children into groups so that in each group there was a member from one of the countries. So group A, 1 member from Poland, 1 member from Greece, 1 member from Spain, 1 member from Armenia. Group 2, the same, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it happened that a child had to be a member of 2 groups because the number of our children was different. And each group member had a designated picture to draw. So, for example, all group members from Poland were drawing an egg. Then all group members from Greece were drawing a caterpillar. From Spain, cocoon. From Armenia, a butterfly. And in that way, having 4 members, each from a different country, in one international group, we managed to draw internationally collaborative life cycles of the caterpillars. Another example is stating hypotheses in international groups. Again, we divided our students, into groups in which there was only one member from per partner. Yeah, let's say it like that. So here we can see Maciek and Cosmas. Maciek from Poland, Cosmas from Greece. And their task was to decide whether the four given animals change colors depending on their surrounding or depending on the season. So they were to drag and drop the pictures. Maciek had 2 pictures to drag and drop, and Cosmas had 2 pictures to drag and drop. Later on, they checked what the other one did, and they had some time and some option to talk about this via the teacher. It took a long time because we had to do it separately with each international group, but I think it was worth it. And another example is painting eggs from instructions of the partners. Each of the partner group prepared instructions on what to paint on Easter eggs. So Poland prepared instructions, then, for example, children from Greece listening to our instructions for painting eggs, and then they showed us the eggs so we could see what is the result. And then we were doing it the other way around, so that although children were very far away, they worked as a one big international group together. And the last example that I'd like to show you today in this video is cooperative experiment. So 2 groups working together, one group from Armenia, one group from Poland, doing experiment online. During this experiment, the kids were talking about colors, about flowers, about what we're gonna do. And after the experiment, the children from Poland were trying to predict how would the flowers from Armenia look like, because we were painting flowers, we were putting white flowers into colored water, and the children from Armenia tried to predict how the flowers from Poland would look like. After a couple of days, we turned back to this experiment and to our predictions to check whether we were right or wrong. So, as you can see in this video, there are many ways in which we can work collaboratively with the children in virtual exchange. Thank you.